Oi, oi, lads. Alright, time to play the most fun deck in Magic. Historic Death Shadow. Wonder, maybe I could play a Lantern main, potentially. Potentially. How's the matchup versus Jeskai Control? Should be good. It was good the last time I played this deck. You have Vortexes in the sideboard, right? Stop the life gain. And your footfall creators are kind of insane. I guess we're about to find out how good it is against Jeskai Control, aren't we? We are about to find out. Anger of the Gods. You what, mate? You fucking what, mate? $300 IQ deck. I think this is actually a very hard deck to play, yeah. Just like mono green? Okay. Mono green I wouldn't say is that hard to play, man. I believe you might be trolling. Alright, don't mind me, just hiding my Lurrus under my Bomi. Okay. I mean, I didn't think that game was over, but sure. Zan, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. What are you playing these days? What's the hot decks? I don't even know. Is Kling good against... Is Kling... It's not terrible against Jeskai, right? It's alright.
Imagine not having the best emotes in MTG.
You just either cycle it... sometimes you can get rid of commit to memory or whatever. It's probably the cut here, though. Oops. Death Shadow ain't the cut, let me tell you that. What? What do you mean I can't have more than 15? I've got 15. 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 12, 15. Arena! Fuck off, you what? How is there 16 did? Oh my god, did I... Oh, fuck me, yeah. Before I started my stream, I added like a 4th football creator. And then I guess I just started the stream without actually cutting a card. That is an absolute yikes, isn't it? Okay. One moment. Let me fix this small issue after this match. It's actually sideboard locked. Yep. Will I remember to fix it? Of course I'll fix the deck, man. Do I look like a fool to you? How are you on this beautiful day? I'm good, man. I'm good, I'm chilling. Had a nice breakfast, had a nice morning. I'm not happy about this, chat. I don't think we can cast Thoughtseize, man. I think I have to play another night. Yeah, that's fine. That's very good news. It means there's no anger of the gods. Or Fatal Push is still in the deck. I don't mind Fatal Push on the draw, because their sharks are a problem, right? Ready for Anthology 5? I'm pretty excited, man. I want to try the command cards, huh? And I'll try the Reanimator deck. I suspect it'll be trash though, but I'm down to give it a go. 2 landers, pretty yikes. That is what it is, man.
You know what? I'm not done.
Wait, they only untapped 1 land? What? I think I'm down to crack this Bowmat, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm down to crack it. (7-0) creatureless drafter. Yeah, we're gonna play the draft challenge later today. I don't know when it's in, but or when it's out. But we're doing it, mate. We're gonna be playing it. Don't worry about that. I guess we draw now. It gets us 1 extra damage. We might get a bow mat. Never Footfall Crater, by the way. Literally never Footfall Crater. We did find our 1 copy of CROKEYZ against Jeskai though, which is obviously pretty decent.
Virtue will always triumph. Let's do this one-on-one.
Interesting turn. I kind of have to kill Gideon, right? Which is pretty lame, guys, I'm not gonna lie. If I don't kill Gideon, he can just plus on one of my creatures and Tef minus the other, and I've got no hasters here. I love this deck so much, man. Like, this Death Shadow deck is for sure in my top 3 favourite decks to play of all time. It's so good. The fact that it farms Jeskai control is quite a nice added benefit. This deck was just a tiny bit too slow to be able to beat Pact, that's why I stopped playing it. But now that Pact is gone, I mean, Phoenix is like... Phoenix is a fair matchup, I would say. They can win. But we've got 3 lanterns, good removal spells. There comes a point, like, Phoenix is pretty good in the early game against us, but obviously they're using red removal spells, right? So there comes a point in the game where our creatures are just too big for them to deal with. So then on that turn we play these massive creatures that are just going to one-shot them. And then they get to untap and they get 1 turn to kill us. And if they don't kill us, we just kill them, right? That's a pretty cool matchup, this deck against Phoenix. It's like mega favoured against Jeskai. The green-white control deck can't do anything against this. And not green-white control, the green-white Coco deck. And then obviously we're really good against Grow, right? I mean, Grow has the same issue as Phoenix does. Should I craft this or Grow first? What do you think is best versus Jeskai? Well, Grow ain't good against Jeskai, I can tell you that. This is good against Jeskai. I don't know if that's the only thing you care about. If the only thing you care about is being good against Jeskai, then play Rogues. Okay. This hand would be the nuts with 2 lands. With 1 land, it's feels bad mull. Easy keep? No, there's no way. This can't be a keep, dude, surely. Can't be a keep. Impossible. Impossible. Breeding Pool. Interesting. Do you prefer historic over standard? I don't mind both, man. Both are fine. I do prefer historic, yeah, but I don't like answering questions like that because it is a reasonable question, but people take my answer in an unreasonable way. I get asked the question, do I prefer historic over standard? And the answer is yes, I do prefer them. But what people hear is, this guy loves historic and he fucking hates standard. I mean, that's not what I say though. So I just don't like answering questions like that. Actual factual Bant gamer. Okay. Narsit piles, man. Wow. Well, chat, I think we're going face here. Yeah, they're dead, man. We've got lethal, right? We can activate our Deadlands. It goes to 7. We have 10 pump. Scourge is nasty. Yeah, I know. Like, so I've built a lot of versions of this deck, and like, they were definitely bad, and now I think this one's really good. And the problem with the bad version is that the Scourge was too hard to play, but too hard to get. It was like a 0-0 for too long. But now, with the Bomats and the Shocks, I mean, you've got 7... Well, you've got 7 ways to guarantee that you can play Scourge on turn 2. And you've got another 4 with the Knight, which are pretty often going to let you play Scourge on turn 2. It's 11 ways, but...
Not as...
With the first versions, I only had the Knights. And that was the major problem, right? The Scourge. Scourge is like a great card, but I couldn't find a way to enable it well. Okay, Bant Gamer. I don't think you can play Fry against Bant, can you? Seems kind of trash. There was also a small small but relevant upgrade for the deck upon the banning of one particular card. I don't know if you can remember that card, but there used to be a card in Historic called Uro, which would allow the opponent to gain a little bit of life over the course of the game and draw some cards. And that card was definitely quite tough to beat for this deck. But luckily, Wizards decided that it was a little bit too tough to beat for most decks, so they got rid of the card. And I mean, to be fair, luckily for us, that's actually not even true. It wasn't too tough to beat for most decks. But Old Death Shadow got a massive payoff from that. Interesting, chat. Very interesting. What's the play here? So we can play Knight and shock ourselves and pump the 2 knights, or we can play Scourge. Just shock them. Because it's only 3 damage, man. We don't get... our knights don't grow. I think I'm going to shock myself. And then next turn we can threaten pump, right? On the knights. That would be 7 damage. Did you get the 500 subs in the draft? I did not. I got some though, to be fair. From other people, but not from that criminal. Abundant Harvest. Abundant Harvest Bant, huh? Interesting. I need an untapped land on turn 4. Do I? For what? Knight's a messed up 1-drop. It's honestly quite slow, man. Like, and I think Knight is the worst card in this deck. I would take any other good haster over it. Like, how about Goblin Guide? How about I get a Goblin Guide for this deck? Hall Monitor, I don't think is what we're looking for. Taylor Swift would be pretty good, I think. Maybe not, actually. We couldn't massively use the prowess. Why play Footfall Crater? Well, I don't know, man. To give our enormous overstated creatures haste and trample? Or maybe to cycle it for 1 to hit our land drops and then rebuy it with Luris? What do you think, man? Do you think that sounds like a good idea? Root Snare. Let's tell her. Why play Footfall Crater? Here's why. Yeah, I mean, tap a land, deal 7 damage. The first time you use it seems pretty good. And then the next time we draw a creature, we also get to tap a land and deal about 7 damage. Should be pretty good. I mean, I should have paid 1 life there. Nice Footfall Crater, by the way. Shit card. I mean, that your original question, why do I play Footfall Crater, is a fair question, man. A reasonable question. But when 60 seconds later after I show you that it deals like 7 damage a turn, maybe 10 damage, and then you take that information and you pretend that you still think it's shit, then that's just a little weird, man. You don't need to pretend. It's okay, dude. Like, you didn't understand why it was good, that's fine. That's okay. You don't need to keep pretending though. It did no damage? Oh yeah, it's trash, man. Oh, maybe I'll just cut it, man. I eat your bacon. Thanks for the 8 months, dude. Appreciate it, man. Skydix, thanks for the 14. Bauble is broken. I've never cast a Bauble in my life, but I have read it, and it does seem busted. I'm a disciplined Magic gamer, therefore I'm mulligan. Bolt the bird? Yeah, I know, but it's kind of awkward because now I can't get my Scourge in play next turn, but to be fair, a deck like Gruul will... always let us get our Scourge in play eventually. I guess I'm happy to trade this. Does anybody know when the draft challenge is? Like, they normally have a countdown in the client, right, to things like this. So, really weird that there isn't one. Well, I mean, we know it's today, but not sure when. I think I might block the Burning Tree and kill the Bone Crusher. We go to 16. Really, man? Really? You're gonna bolt your land in? Okay. That's bad for you. Pussy, man. What a friggin' pussy. What the hell is that? So greedy, huh? Not playing the Bone Crusher there? Okay, let's let that damage go through first. Don't be a Pepega. Okay. I would really like to play a Bowmat there and my Footfall Crater, but I have a feeling that Lurrus is going to die, which means we kind of need a Scourge in play, yeah. We need some removal, chat. Could have killed Pelt Collector there, but I don't think it's worth it really. This is so tilting, man. The fact that this Scourge is like exactly a 2/2 and it would be dominant on this board if it was as big as a 3/3, you know? If we could just deal one fucking damage to this clown. It was those two Llanowar were brutal, not being able to shock face. I think we block. It's miserable. Yeah, we needed one damage, man. One damage would have made all the difference there. Either, well, if they only had one Llanowar elf, maybe I could have just not killed the second one. Could have left the second elf alive, but that is a bold strategy, isn't it, to do that? Is 20 lands too much for mono blue tempo? Yeah, 20 is kind of normal, right? I think 21's actually normal amount. You're gonna try Black White Death Shadow at any point? Well, it's just definitely worse than this, man. I don't think you need to try it. Footfall Creator is the most underrated card in Standard. It could be, yeah. The thing is, it's just not playable in a ton of decks, right? Is the main problem for it. You have to play it in a very specific type of deck. A deck where your creatures are overstated and they don't already have haste or trample. Which is fine for, like, it's perfect for like a Death Shadow deck. It was perfect for that CROKEYZ Eggon deck that we were playing. Competitive Dota, yeah, I watch it. I still watch it a lot, man. Still watch it every day. This CROKEYZ is gonna buff our Scourge. Nice. Thanks, mate. Okay, opponent goes to 6. Nice, thank you. Yep. Very nice, thank you. I believe opponent does have a trick up their sleeve. Interesting. No Coco, huh? Really? Really, really, really? I can't really pump it, because if that's in a braid, then I get kind of blown out by the knight, and they get to blown out on my knight, and then they get to untap into Coco. It's kind of a problem. Double Spellbreaker would be bad. Oh, that is an interesting one. I think it might be better to play the Scourge than hold up the Flame Sweep. Yeah, it's got to be, right? It's got to be. It's going to be a 7/7 Scourge once the CROKEYZ trigger goes off. I mean, the Flame Sweep would have been good there, but most of the time they're hitting like Bone Crushers, Spell Breakers, you know. So they can pump Ooze to 4 and cleave it. Yeah, that's whatever, innit? That's fine. That's 12 damage. I think this is a block, man. Classic. Absolute classic. That's my favourite part about the whole deck, man. It's so good. No blocks is lethal. Well, like blocking is more likely to be lethal than not blocking. If we block, we force them into cleaving, right? If I don't block, they can play other blockers or removal spells with their mana. Blocking's like strictly correct. I mean, either they cleave the Ooze and die, or they just give up the Ooze for free. So you have to block there. Part where a Scourge doesn't even die is just a peak. That is the best part, yeah. What are your reasons to playing Shadow black-red and not black-white? Because black-white is bad and black-red is good. Black-red has haste 1-drops. Black-red has Footfall Crater. Black-red has better sideboard cards. And black-white has play a 2-mana 1/1 that deals 4 damage to you, that you don't even need that 4 damage. It has the only thing that white gives you is more self damage, but you don't need it. Black red has all the self damage that you need. Like I mean, I'm only playing 1 Agadeems. If I needed more, I could do. You can just play more of those, right? Ranger of Eos fetches Shadow and Doggos. What do you need Doggo for, man? Doggo's bad. Just give your creature haste, man. Easy. You don't need to protect it for a turn if you just give it haste. Black-white has no trample, but I mean black-white has absolutely, it has nothing to offer the deck at all. I don't understand why you would ever play black-white. The draft tournament's today, man, yeah, but I don't know exactly when it is. But It's today. Oh yeah, you also have to get up Loris to play that 4-drop, huh? And that you can't play a 4-mana, what is it, a 3/2? That Ranger of Eos? 4-mana 3/2, draw 2? It's a fucking... What's that blue-black card in Standard? It's like an Atris, man. It's shit. It's absolute dog shit. I like, what deck are you playing against where you can cast that spell and that's not... That doesn't help you in any way, that just costs you the game, most of the time. Two more Bone Daddies to go. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna slam the third Scourge. I've got no respect for Bone Daddy number 3. Okay. Hey man, that's fair. That is fair enough. Yeah. I think it's worth to put the Death Shadow to 2 there. I mean, it costs us 1 life to make it a 2/2, but I think that's fine. Right, we're not respecting the 4th Bone Daddy, that's for sure. Yeah, that's okay, right? So we do that, and then we pass. And we kill this. If I kill it on my turn, my Death Shadow will die there. We're dead to land cleave, but so be it. Okay, chat, what's the deal here? What is the dealio hero? We're just getting in, I think, man. We're getting in. I mean, the best way to remove Gruul creatures is just to make them block, I guess. It's such a cool deck, man. It's such a cool deck. The opponent just has no idea what to do. They don't know what to do. Okay. Many options here. I could actually just kill the Pelt Collector and play Lurrus here, potentially. Is there anything else? Like, I can put them to 1 with the Knight. I can put them to... 4 and fetch the Lurrus. But I guess I'm killing the Pelt Collector, right? We kill the Pelt Collector. And then I think I have to play Lurrus, right? Or else I'm dead to... land cleave. If I put them to 1, I'm dead to not shock land cleave, but they've already played 2 Stomping Grounds, right? I think I have to play the Lurrus. If I had 1 more life, that would change things. But because I'm on, like... Actually, no, sorry, if I had 2 more life. But I think it has to be this. I mean, if we beat 3 Bone Daddies on the draw, that's not bad. I ain't bad. So they have to either... I mean... They're a bit fucked, aren't they? They're a little bit fucked. That's an 11/11 Trample Haste. It's a good card, guys. Footfall Crater, it's a good card. Did you know that Footfall Crater costs 1 mana? And that it also has Cycling 1 on it. It only costs 1 mana. If you pay 1 mana 1 time, then every creature that you draw for the rest of the game has haste and trample. It's a good price. I honestly think Crater is better than Temur Battle Rage. Don't at me. At least for this deck. For Death Shadow, it's better than Temur Battle Rage. What are you gonna do? That's fact. Hot facts. So we can go Inquisition turn 1. and then turn 2, play the other Deadlands, and it costs us 1 life to play Knight and 3 life to play Thoughtseize, and then our Knight grows. Seems pretty good. I think it's better than doing it the other way around. Like, I can play Knight here, and then go Kozilek Thoughtseize next turn, but that leads to us doing 1 less damage. But we also just let them have their removal spells for the Knight in their hand, which is kind of dumb. Okay. I thought it was Phoenix. That's fine, man. What the hell is that? What the hell, mate? Creative Outburst. Really? I guess that's how you get to rank 8 to 8 playing that type of deck, huh? Dude, I think I've got... Yeah, I do. I've got a Lantern main, huh? Let's just deal 5 damage to any target. Look at the top 5. Put one of them in your hand. 5 damage to any target. So, do we want them to use that on our Knight? Or do we want them to use it on our face? So the problem with not playing the Knight out is... I mean, they might just not cast it, right? They might hold. We definitely don't want them to hold. We want them to cast this shit next turn and use it. Because this is probably the worst target for Mizzix Mastery in their deck, right? So I think we do want them to use it. We want them to use it because we want our Scourge to survive. We want it... It's going to get used... I just don't think they would go face with that. I think they would hold for at least 1 turn, right? And try and hit one of my creatures. Okay, our Scourge is a 5/5 now. 2 Mizzix Mastery's gone, by the way. Not bad. That's an interesting draw. Dude, this deck is so fucking fun, man. Imagine playing a deck where it is reasonable to rope on turn 1. That's when you know you're playing a 5-hat deck. Haste Scourge. Haste Scourge is tempting. But so is Sign in Blood. Sign in Blood, if we hit a land, we get Thoughtseize off. Our Scourge is stronger next turn. So we can, because we still need 2 hits with the Scourge, which is a bit annoying. Like, if I had 2 Scourges, or like 1 Death... Dude, what the hell, man? 3 Mizzix Mastery in the top 10 cards. What? That seems kind of unlikely. That's why I really wanted to get the Thoughtseize off, huh? That seems kind of unlikely, chat, I'm not gonna lie. Well, now we gotta go for it. Gotta go for it now. Should have seized. Well, I mean, my plan was to seize after getting the draw, but...
It's my turn. Yup, you're going down.
Fourth Mizzix Mastery? Not like this. They're still just dead, huh? Our deck is absolutely insane. How can they're still just dead? It's crazy. This deck is absurd, man. Absolutely absurd. He had lethal last turn though? No, you guys are just... How can you say he had lethal, man? You know he had lethal because you have access to perfect information. I attacked before making a land drop. I could easily play a land, play a blocker. I could play a land, play a fatal push, you know? Opponent is playing a game of Magic, man. Their decision was fine. When you can literally see my cards, yeah, sure. So why do they have white, is my question. What is the white all about? What is the white? How many lanterns do we want against this deck? Like, all three? I mean, I don't hate all three. Fatal Push is not the worst card in the world either. I mean, they're making... I think we can get by with 2 Fatal Push. They're making a serious amount of tokens here. Big tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, by the way, didn't notice that. They could die before Fry or Grasp is relevant? Wait, why do I need Fry or Grasp? Do they play the dragon? Are you sure they play the dragon? Ah, okay. I wasn't sure what deck that was, but it makes sense now. Leyline? White Leyline? Okay. Interesting turn here, chat. Interesting turn here. I don't think I can haste any of my guys in, man. If I hasted Death Shadow in... Isn't he dead to Roiling Vortex? No, because he can just attack, put me to 1. He can just attack, put me to 1, and then I'll die to the trigger. He doesn't have to cast a spell. That's so close. I think we're gonna... I mean, we're dead to 1 damage. But you never know. They might not have 1 damage. I just want to kind of set up to guarantee winning next turn. So I guess it's this, right? I can't play that. Huh? I have to just play this. It's awkward, chat. It's awkward. I can't cast any of my black spells there. I don't think there was a way for us to win this game. Such fine margins, man. If I was on 7 life, I could have hasted Death Shadow and played Vortex, and they would not be able to win. That game came down to 1 life. But I guess a lot of games with this deck come down to 1 life. Okay, I didn't really know what we were playing against, but now I know, which is helpful. I could have fetched a swamp, yeah.
This is great.
I mean, that wouldn't have made a difference in that game. I still needed that 7th life, right? No lantern again, dude. So brutal. Alright. We're on 5. We're essentially on 5. I get a 4, yeah, 4. Good game. What do you mean good game, that? What do you mean good game? He didn't have it? He doesn't have what? Okay. Shock face is actually lethal, huh? Math, the deck is hard to play, man. It is hard to play. Like, these games last like 4 turns and they take about 10 minutes. It's honestly crazy. It's crazy. It is a 6-hat deck. The opponent lost both of the games that they cast turn 3 Mizzix Mastery. If you can consistently beat turn 3 Mizzix Mastery, it seems like the start of a decent deck. A fellow Luris gamer, huh? John Darkenist? Yunda Arcanist, huh? Okay, let's see. Main deck Lantern, by the way. Main deck Lantern. One off, 2 side. Okay, okay, Bog Gamer. Gotta respect the bogs. Interesting game, man. Interesting game. I think I might cycle this first creator. It looks like we're gonna have time to rebuy Loris here. The issue with cycling the first creator is, even though you can get it back with Loris, against a deck like Arcanist, which has a bunch of removal spells, you kind of want to play a creature the first time you play Loris, because your Loris is very likely to die afterwards. But obviously our one main deck Lantern is the best card in our deck here, so anything that can help us find it seems pretty good. Not a lot of pressure from us in this game, but we'll see what happens. Hello, any lanterns? Any lanternos in this deck? Okay, this game's gonna be hard. Mostly because we're just a disgusting landlord, but it's not too bad. We can actually kill their Luris with Deadlands, which is pretty cool. Faceless Looting has been cast. Okay. Alright, dude, chill. Chill out, mate. I mean, they keep discarding their fatal pushes, which is pretty good for us. A little Bomi, huh? Bomi's not bad. Bomi's not bad at all. What a card, man. 1 mana, 1/1 with haste. Draw 2 cards. Yep. Sign me up. Sign me up. This is quite a cool game so far. Okay. Opponent is just the luckiest son of a gun that the world has ever seen. That was so lucky that I think the opponent might be hacking. Do we crack ramming up ruins here, or do we want our lands? Fuck it, man. 2 damage in it. 2 damage, mate. Easy. Let's go. Okay. That's not cool, man. That ain't cool. At least there's only 10 lands left in the deck. Could have sacked the Deadlands? No, we can't sack the Deadlands, because sacking the Deadlands, we need that for Loris, right? This looks bad. Just haven't drawn any creatures, man. I think we've... What, we're 25 cards into our deck? 25 cards deep, and we drew 1 Bomat Courier and 1 Knight of the Ebon Legion. It's... It is what it is, I guess. Pretty frickin' awkward, let me tell you. Cut lands? It's nothing to do with lands, man. We just had two creatures in the top half of our deck and 11 in the bottom. Shit happens. Alright, chat. Dead on board, but maybe the opponent doesn't know that. Interesting choice. Deadlands? Yeah, but it's sorcery speed only, sadly. Okay. Let's try and draw more than 2 creatures in the top half of our deck. Also, let's try and draw a Lantern. That's pretty cool too. Languish, Legion's End. Kozilek in. Tot sees out. Do we still want Sign in Blood? Yeah, probably, right? What about Flame Sweep? Flame Sweep seems pretty awful. Is it a good Bolmy matchup? Not sure. You're still hoping for more gas this round? Hope so. I am not sure. Maybe cut the Shocks, play the Abrade. Keep the Bomies. Seems fine. Whirling Vortex does work against Arcanist, yeah, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay, well, I guess this is what it takes for us to lose a match with this deck. If that's what it takes, I'll deal with that. That's fine. Legion's End taken. Interesting. Any way to squeeze Harvest into this deck? Well, yeah, you can squeeze Harvest into the deck by adding green mana. It's a pretty good way to cast green spells, I believe. Which soundtrack playlist it is? It's the dance floor. Opponent also has Scourge. Pog. A fellow Scourge gamer, huh? I mean, to be fair, I feel like I have seen the opponent's deck list somewhere. I'm not sure where, but somewhere. I can't quite put my finger on it, you know? Why am I at 2 lands? Well, I'm mulled to 4, man. I'm mulled to 4. What you gonna do? First game, this match has been a bit of a scam. First game we had like 2 creatures in the top half of our deck. Second game we mulled to 4. Shit happens. Same amount of cards like opponent now? Yes, but they actually have some lands to cast their spells. Which is pretty helpful. Draw last, classic. Okay. Opponent is definitely good at the game. I'll tell you that. They're good at the game. Draw all the lands, game 1. Shit happens, man. I don't think you're not gonna be able to play Magic the Gathering for very long if you're gonna get upset about the games where you mull to 4. I think it's okay to get upset about the games where you mull to 6, because that's actually tilting. But mulling to 4 is just... whatever. It's not a game of Magic, it's fine. Just play the next one. A mull to 4 every game? If that's the case, I think there's probably a problem with your deck somewhere. Or I guess you're playing Tybalt Strickery. Which is, to be fair, still a problem with your deck. Haha! No shock. Okay, double runes, gamer. Okay, Claudio. Let's go, man. 2 self-damaging Andes here. Roberto. Roberto. I mean, Burn should be quite an interesting matchup, huh? 3 ramming up runes. Dude, chill, man. Chill out. Okay, the Weeb Shock art is pretty sick. Maybe I need to get that in my life. Maybe we need to get that in our life. That was our first loss with the deck that last match. I think we're 5-1 so far today. So, I'm very upset. I'm very upset by losing to my own deck. Yes. Go on, Claudio, damage me, my friend. 3 ramming up runes and a snow mountain. What? Why on the desert? What the fuck? Well, because I'm playing against fucking Burn, dude. So I don't think I'm gonna need to damage myself too often with my desert. What the fuck? Obviously. I mean, if he doesn't put a burn spell into my Death Shadow here, he's cheating, guys, what can I tell you? We've got ourselves a hacker lord. One confirmed hacker. There's absolutely no way you don't try and burn the Death Shadow there. But it is what it is. Hackerman's on the list here. Confirmed Hackerman's. Truly confirmed Hackerman's here. Alright, chat. We go to 4. Close game. What's it gonna be, opponent? What's it gonna be? I don't think they can beat us with one card, can they? Okay. I think I will not cast Thoughtseize. I've decided I shall not cast that card. Flame Sweep seems kind of good, right? Legion's End? I'm not sure about Legion's End. Sign in Blood kind of seems like a card that will be a little bit ambitious to cast. What do we want? I mean, a Braid seems fine. I guess Legion's End is fine. Lantern against Burn. They're not even playing Loris, are they? No. No Gigantha either? Kind of strange. I guess one Thoughtseize is okay. Chandra 4? Yeah, but I don't have any red caps or anything, right? That shock art is actually pretty good. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Alright, dude. Sun-scorched desert gamer. Calm yourself down, mate. Frickin' calm yourself down. Expansion Explosion. Mono red burn. What? I mean, it's kind of gas. I'm not gonna lie. So Lurrus probably dies. This should secure us our a point of damage here. Turns on our Scourges. Once we crack Passage, we're 2 cards away from getting CROKEYZ out. I mean, I guess I'm just playing the Scourge, haven't I? Just play it now. Play the Bomi. And we can happily crack these Bomies if we have to. Be aware of Helix. Oh, we didn't see any white mana in game 1. Yeah, because cracking these couriers actually lets us escape CROKEYZ as well. Okay, nice. I mean, we are on 11. 11 is no joke. This one-of CROKEYZ in this deck is just so good. Incredible one-of. Okay, man. Okay, man. Should we crack Bomi? I mean, like, if we can get a Death Shadow or a... If we can get a Death Shadow or a Scourge in play, I mean, we just guarantee lethal, right? Either of those 2 creatures would win, even past a blocker. I think we crack it, yeah. Okay, that's fine too. Knight's good enough. You already have guaranteed lethal with Bowmat and push, right? No, because they could draw like a claim or something, right? In that case, claim the firstborn or something. I mean, I would have fatal push to kill the CROKEYZ, so I wouldn't die, but I wouldn't be able to kill them on the swing back. Que Ecuador! Que Ecuador!